place, otherwise.
Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tanam Namaste Saraswati Vyagavani Pachar. Mary says Srimate. Can everyone please mute? Hare Krishna, and give me 1 minute. Hope everyone is doing well. And
Mimi.
let me open. Just give me 1 minute. Hare Krishna. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu.
Actually, Bhagavad Gita is called Gita Upanishad. First 1 to 13, it is on about faith. Arjuna is asking, amazing verse, या शास्त्र विधि मुसृज्य यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्विता तेषां निष्ठा तु का कृष्ण सत्वम अहो रजस्तमा. Amazing verse, our Krishna. Okay, let me, before we go forward, you're all doing very well. Aishwarya Mataji, Anand Prabhu, Ashok Prabhu, Ashok Singh Prabhu, Bhagyashri Mataji, Dwarkanath Prabhu, Madhuri Gopi Mataji, Nikunj Vilasani Mataji, and Padma Harikanta Mataji, Prem Kishore Mataji, Sandeep Prabhu, Sandeep Bharnwal Prabhu, Srivas Chandra Prabhu, Subhachitani Prabhu, Veena Mataji, Vijita Pandey Prabhu, Shita Mataji, Vranda Sundari Mataji, Yogita Mataji. I hope you're all doing well. It's a very, very important question, especially for Indians. Yah Shastri Viditsritya Vartate, Sraddhayanvita. What is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of scripture but worship according to their own imagination? Are they goodness, passion, and ignorance? How many of you liked the question by Arjuna? You don't follow Shastra, whatever comes into your mind, you'll just do it. Krishna is asking that type of person, whatever comes into his mind, he'll follow it. How many of you know in India there is actually a movie called Santoshima? Anyone knows this movie?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Santoshima movie came and I heard the director kept on hitting flops only. And he was very depressed. Somebody said, just make a movie on God and keep nice songs. and definitely it will become a hit. And immediately he made a beautiful songs he put, and made a nice story, and he put Santoshima, so that nice story, and that's it. So many temples of Santoshima came. You know, you want to know this process? Every Thursday, you should fast. You should not eat anything but sweets only. You can sweets. You cannot eat tamarind, but you can eat sweets. रसगुल्ला गुलाब जामुन खा सकते हैं अच्छी तरफ. You know, so there were so many temples. I'm sure director must have been very happy. First, he was happy that the movie became a hit. And how many of you know there is a temple for Rajinikanth, there is a temple for Amitabh Bachchan. There is a,
Yes, Prabhuji.
you all know it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Which temple you know?
I heard that Rajnikant, a few of my friends, they told that they have in South or somewhere. I don't know. But
No,
I
no.
have from my friends that they have a temple of Rajnikant as well.
Yes. There is a temple for Kushbu also, I heard. You know. I heard a temple, there is a temple for Amitabh Bachchan in UP. You know. So, I mean, you have a Prabhupada made this statement. People have heart to worship, but it is not supported by Shastra. That's what Arjuna asking. What type of, you have a heart to worship? You will worship anybody. So, for example, but it is not supported by Shastra. So, that type of thing is goodness, Rajon Tamagun, ya Satagun. You know, if you go to Mumbai, there is a big billboard in Mumbai. When God wants to play cricket, he'll become Sachin. That advertisement was there. When God wants to play cricket, he'll become Sachin. So when you don't worship God, I mean Krishna, naturally what you will do, you'll worship a dog. Or you'll worship a cricketer, you'll worship a cinema star, you will worship sports stars. They will tell you what type of clothes you should wear. You know, you agree or not? So when India won the World Cup, people are doing Aarti to World Cup. Why? In Indian blood, that worship concept is there. But when you forget Krishna, what you will do? Naturally, you will uh, you will worship. Instead of worshipping Krishna in the temple, you will worship the World Cup. You know, understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So you have a heart to worship, but it is not supported by philosophy. Then it will become sentiment. Prabhupada said this, and you have a philosophy, but you don't have heart to worship. You'll always gather 4 or 5 people and you'll start speaking philosophy. And Prabhupada said that type of philosophy is mental speculation. You don't read. Whatever comes to your mind, you'll tell. You know, and or you read and you add your own purport to it. You'll add your own conclusions to that. In my childhood, one of my relatives is giving actually class. Is a very high position in his company. Naturally, 30, 40 people will come and hear attentively because he is their boss. He's their boss. And on the top of it, he is very powerful with quoting slokas. One time he was telling, I think he was also empowered a little bit. He was telling Ramayana and everyone was listening attentively. I was also, listening. But at the end he said, you can also become Ram, he said. Hare Krishna. It is like you have cooked sweet rice for 2 hours and at the end you put sand in that. What is the use? So I don't know any philosophy. At that age I thought, I think, what is this, Somehow I didn't like it. And the point is, you have a heart to worship. You have a heart to worship, but it's not supported with philosophy. It will become sentiment. You have a heart. You have a philosophy, but you don't have worship. You don't have a heart to worship. Then what happens? It's mental speculation. Hare Krishna. It's Vacha Vedanta, it is called. You gather 4 or 5 people and start giving lectures. Now, Krishna is talking about faith. You know, Prabhupada says, uh, uh, during Second World War, one person was running a store in Calcutta. And because of the Second World War and because of Hitler, Second World War started, he was making so much money because there was no goods anywhere. The prices increased. This person started worshipping Hitler. Because of him, he's making a lot of money. Hare Krishna. So, can you see the screen? Men in the mode of goodness worship demigods. Men in the mode of goodness worship devatas. Men in the mode of passion they worship demons. Rajagan people, they worship, actually Prabhupada says powerful people. They worship powerful people, sports stars, no, men in the passion. Men in the mode of passion, they worship sports stars, cricket stars, cinema stars. Yesterday, I went to Chicago and this lady came to introduce the cinema star. I watched her movie 50 times as the Ramayana. Huh? This lady, she was introducing the cinema star. She watched her movie 50 times. And she must be in her late 50s or early 60s, for sure. Definitely late 50s or early 60s. The cinema star also, in her late 50s. The age is visible on her face. You know, if you watch, you know, if you read Ramayana, or if you, what is it, read Bhagavatam 50 times, maybe you'll have some. What is this? This lady just, cinema star. Well, Krishna has given a beautiful shape of it for some time only. You're already attached, what happens? Next lifetime? Yadbhavam tadbhavati. You have to come back again. You have to come back again. Sad. So, people in the mode of goodness, because the goodness, there is no pure goodness in this material world. It's always mixed with Rajagun and Tamagun. So those who are situated in goodness generally worship demigods. The demigods include Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, and Sun God. You know, actually, whatever I said, the Prabhupada is writing here. Similarly, those who are in mode of passion worship demons. We recall that during Second World War, a man in Calcutta worshipped Hitler because, thanks to that war, he had amassed large amounts of wealth by dealing in the black market. Similarly, those in mode of passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think anyone can be worshipped as God, and that the same results will be obtained. People in the mode of passion and ignorance, they worship cricket stars, sports stars, cinema stars. But people who are in the tamogun, you know, Those are in the mode of passion, worship and create such gods. You create gods also. Hare Krishna. Passion, Rajaguna. Tamaguna means they worship ghosts. Sometimes people worship the tomb of a dead man. Sexual service is also considered to be in mode of tamaguna, darkness. Same people worship in India, remote villages, they worship ghosts. So the point is, how many of you understood the conclusion? Conclusion is, if you are in mode of excuse me, if you are in mode of goodness, sattvagun, you will worship devatas, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Brahma, Shiva. But I have a question. If you are in mode of passion, you will worship a sports star, cricket star, or you will worship demons. But if you are in tamaguna, you will worship ghosts. Huh? Huh? Chinese New Year, exactly. Ghost festival in Singapore. So, but I have a question. Somebody worships Krishna or Vishnu Tattva. They are
In Vishuddha Satagun, Prabhu?
what is that?
In Vishuddha Satagun?
Vishuddha Sattvagun, yes. If somebody is in mode of worshipping Krishna or Vishnu Tattva, they are Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Means they are going from they are going to be very soon liberated. They are going to attain love of God, and they will go back to Godhead. Continue worshipping Krishna only. So continue worshipping Krishna. You'll go back to Godhead also. How many of you understood? Any question or comment on this? And those who undergo severe austerities and penances, not recommended in scriptures, perform them out of pride and egoism, who are impelled by lust and attachment, who are foolish, and who torture material elements of the body as well as supersoul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. Now Krishna talked about faith. Now people, Krishna is talking about tapasya. You know, you know what is that? If you do tapasya, austerity, but if you're performing out of pride and egoism, you know, if you're impelled by lust and attachment, and you're torturing your body, that type of Krishna is rejecting that type of austerity. It is in Rajugan Tamagun. I have a question for all of you. Let us see. You are fasting on Ekadasi. Is it approved by is Sattagun, Rajagun, Tamagun?
It depends on our intentions, Prabhuji. If we're able to do nirjal, but then we get angry, then it's not in the mode of goodness. But if we are able to just fast from grains and lentils, but then we are able to remain in the mode of goodness in our thoughts and not be jealous or envious, then we can be in the mode of goodness. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Actually, now what is that? The motive is very important. What is the motive? If you are fasting for the pleasure of Krishna, that type of fasting is in mode of pure goodness. What is very important is intent. As you said, intent is important. You are fasting for the pleasure of Krishna, it is a transcendental. But if you are fasting for the pleasure of Krishna and all the health issues, that's mode of goodness. It's not pure goodness. If you are fasting so that nature will take care of your husband and children, your husband will have job, children will study nicely, that type of fasting is in the mode of passion. You are fasting, you are fasting to, you are fasting so that Durga will kill your enemy. You are fasting so that Goddess Kali will kill your enemy. You are fasting like that. That fasting is called mode of ignorance. How many of you understood?
Prabhu, for mode of goodness, you said fasting for Krishna and health. But and health, you said. But this body, if I think temple of Krishna, then that is pure goodness.
If you think body is, Prabhuji, let me tell you, as long as if your body is temple of Krishna, but you're also living in the body, sir. So if you're thinking, I should maintain the health. Actually, bhakti means, transcendental means anya vilashita sunyam. You do not have any other desire other than pleasing Krishna.
Okay.
The moment you bring other desires which are not Krishna conscious, it becomes goodness. Because goodness is not pure in the material world. It has contaminated with Rajagun Tamogun, mode of passion and ignorance. Clear?
Clear, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
I'm sure many of you have seen people chant every Tuesday fast, so that my job is safe, or my husband's job is safe, my children career is safe, something like that. How many of you have seen like that? Raise your hand. Thank you. So that type of, okay, one more thing. You are fasting so that government should give you a separate state. Political reasons you are fasting. What type of fasting is that? Passion.
Mode of passion, Prabhu. Mode of passion. Mode of ignorance.
Mode of passion.
Mode of passion.
Mode of passion. Exactly. Actually, it's mode of passion. So, what do you think? Mode of passion. Yes. Sometimes people fast for the political reasons. That is mode of a passion. Thank you. Very nice. Now, food in 3 modes. Very interesting. What is that?
Prabhuji, can I ask you a question here?
Yes.
If like someone's health doesn't allow to fast, then how should we take that?
If your health is not allowing you to fast, don't fast. You should not burn you. That's what Krishna said. You should not burn your body. Sometimes, what is that? Hiranyakashipu was is burning his elements. All ants came and ate up his body. But with his yogic power, he retained the life air. Because the whole body was eaten up by ants, but with power he retained the life air and he continued. That's not good. So if your body is not supporting your fasting, don't fast. Some people actually, let me tell you, thank you for bringing a nice question. If your body is a pitta, actually that body should not fast. That people should not fast. Because your pitta body means fire. Then what happens? The acid will go and eat up the lining of the stomach. Then you will develop ill health. For example, it's better you eat nicely and think you are fallen.
Prabhu, we can balance that body, Prabhu, as per Ayurveda. Pitta, Vata, Kapha, bodies are there, but Ayurveda will teach us how to balance so that they can have a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, sir. But for that you need to learn how to. Not that you read the book and tomorrow you can balance. You need to take right medicines from the right doctor.
Yes, that is true. That is 100% true.
Not that you just by reading the book, you can, honestly speaking, you find the right doctor, right medicine. That medicine has to suit you also.
Yes, that is true. Yeah.
So, actually, let me tell you, people in the mode of, not mode, people in Kapha people can fast, Vata people also can fast, but Pitta people cannot fast. Actually, people of Kappa nature, lot of water, then always they have nose leak. So much water in the body, they can fast. Because that fire is balanced with the water. You know. But Vata people cannot fast that much. But at least better than Pitta people. So anyway, my point is everyone knows what is good for the body, what is not, but over a period of time they'll understand what is good for the body, what is not good for the body. So you should do accordingly. That's it. You are your own doctor. So that's it. Now, verse number 8.
Prabhuji, quick question.
Yes.
Like Lord Rama, he did that Ashmaved Yagya, that sacrifice, just to claim, I guess, the peace for the world and the whole kingdom. Is this consider how do you see that?
Rama is Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Right.
And the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whatever he does for the welfare of his subjects, welfare of the citizens. Anything Krishna does is transcendental. There's no doubt about it. Name karma anilimpandi, name karma phale spruha. This
Mhm.
was in Bhagavad Gita. I don't have anything to do, I'm not obligated to do anything. But why I do? Just to set a good example. So, as a king, Lord Ram has the moral responsibility of taking care of the citizens. So, those days, kings were considered Raja Rishis. Rishi, but king, Rajarshi, Raja, but he's also Rishi, Raja Rishi. So, they used to do fire sacrifice for the benefit of the human beings. And the kings would rule so honestly. Even today in India, political people say, we'll bring Ramaraja, we'll bring Ramaraja. There were no untimely deaths, there were no natural calamities, and people in Lord Ram time were very happy. They did not even have natural calamities, untimely deaths. What to speak of untimely deaths? Natural calamities are also no floods, no oceans, no volcanic eruptions, no unnecessary quarreling.
Mhm.
That's why people are very appreciative of Ram Raja. And Ram also, in order to establish mode of goodness, pure good transcendence in the kingdom, he would perform, he set a good example. And on the top of it, he would perform fire sacrifices. Okay.
And probably just a follow-up question. Now, like following that example, if somebody do yagya for the peace, right? Like there are so many wars happening all over the world, right? If somebody is doing yagya for that peace, or somebody, so even if we let's say do kirtan for the peace of the world, right? So how do we is that mode of goodness, or is that transcendental?
Mode of goodness, because you want people to have peace. You don't want people to have pure bhakti. But you want to serve. That's why it's mode of goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Prabhuji for when that India Pakistan war was happening. I think many people, even in ISKCON, there were some yagyas and kirtans for that piece. Is that something which is recommended or to do, or is that something which we should avoid?
This is the thing. Acha, acha. Prabhuji, this is the thing. You are doing for the welfare of the society. You know,
Mm.
you don't want anything on your own. You know, uh, for example, in our thing, preaching is also there. Burjan Prabhu asked this question. People in the mode of when people are transcendental, when they make decisions, which mode are they in? Prabhupada said they come to mode of goodness to make decisions, though they are transcendental. You know, so you don't want people to suffer. You want people to be peaceful with Krishna in the center. Honestly telling, if you want people to be peaceful with Krishna in the center, that type of thing is transcendental only. Why not? You know. But you want people to be peaceful without Krishna. If that is a goal, then it's goodness. It's not pure goodness. It's not transcendence. Understand or not?
Thank you, Prabhuji.
That's my opinion. And see, what is that? Ayasatta bala arogya sukha priti vivardhana rasya snigdha stira hrudya bhojanam satvika priya. Food, mode of goodness means that gives you strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. Juicy, whatever foods are there, juicy, fatty, wholesome. Not fatty means not animal fats. Pure vegetarian, milk products. क्या चल रहा है? So the food that is a vegetarian food is mode of goodness. Kotamla lavanat tikshna ruksha vidahina ahara rajas sreshta dukkha sokamaya prada. The verse itself is passionate. Too bitter, kotu, amla, sour. Sometimes people say, thoda namak dalo. They want too salty, too pungent, too sour, dry. Thoda fried sabji, crispy fried. When you eat it, actually fried is okay, but sometimes people sitting in the AC rooms while eating, when the tears don't come, kuch maza nahi aaya. So when they eat with the chili bhaji, mirchi bhaji, the mouth should be burning. कैसा लग रहा है? बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. So that type of food is a mode of a passion. See, Krishna is very clear. It may be vegetarian, but it's mode of passion. Dukkha soka amaya prada. Dukkha, this type of foods, even if it is vegetarian, it will bring a misery. Distress, soka, misery. Amaya. See, Sanskrit and Ayurveda very close. Ama means phlegm. If you eat them, you cannot digest them. Ama will bring a amaya disease. So what is the root cause of the disease? Undigested food. What is the root cause of the disease? Undigested food will generate a lot of phlegm. This phlegm will disturb the balance of the body. Kapavata pitta. Then person will become sick. You're all understanding? यातयामं गतरतं पीतपर्युषितं चेत् उच्छिष्टमपि चामेद्यं भोजनं तामसप्रियम्. Any food cooked more than 3 hours, that is tamagun food. Food that is tasteless, decomposed, putrid, pita, tasteless, paryushitam, bad smell, uchishtam, uchishtam means somebody eats, they leave it, you will eat it. Or you yourself will eat. People put it on the plate and they'll eat half, they'll eat and they'll put half in the refrigerator. And they'll eat in the afternoon. Rest they'll eat in the night. Whatever food is that? Tamoguna. Uchishtam apicha amedhyam. Untouchable. Food product of slaughter, meat. That is a tamoguna. I have a question for all of you. Any food that is cooked more than 3 hours, whatever food is that? Tamoguna, right? So somebody goes to Vrindavan and say, Prabhuji, we went to Giriraj Mishtan Bhandar and we brought som papdi. एक महीने हो गया. We went 1 month ago and we brought som papdi. Hey, anything that is cooked for more than 3 hours. So this som papdi from Vrindavan, is it tamogun, rajagun, satagun? Huh?
If it is a prasad, Sattvagun Prabhu.
Even if 1 month old.
No, that not the life is 1 month.
Transcendental.
Somebody said transcendental. Who is this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Abhiram Gopal Das.
So 1 month, somebody actually no, somebody balanced this answer. The lifespan of Som Papadi is 1 month, so it is transcendental only. Even if it's 2 months old, still it is transcendental. Prasad that is offered with to Krishna, that is Bhoga, food that is offered to Krishna with love and devotion, even it is 15 days old, it's prasad only. If you have faith, you can eat it. If you don't have faith, don't eat it. Raghunath Das Goswami was going to Jagannath Puri temple. The food eaten by rejected with the cows and flies. Raghunath Das Goswami had full faith. This is a prasad eaten by Jagannath Baldasturmai. He would eat it. But if you don't have faith, you should not eat it. Because end of the day, it has spiritual properties. It's a spiritualized matter only. So that's why it decomposes. But that spiritual energy potency is there in that. If you have that, if facility come faith, you should eat it. If you don't have faith and eat it, you'll die. Any question on this? Oh, of sacrifices. The sacrifice performed according to the direction of scripture as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is of the nature of goodness. Somebody is doing fire sacrifice, yajna, as per the Shastra. Like Ashwamedh yajna, somebody said that. If you do it as a matter of duty, but you don't want anything out of it. You want only, if it's only Krishna's pleasure, then transcendence. You're doing a matter out of matter of duty, it is goodness.
Really, really spicy prasadam. What is that?
Really, really spicy prasadam. Wow. Somebody asked, what do you all think? Abraham Gopal Prabhu.
It's in transcendence because it's prasadam, Prabhu.
It's in transcendence because it's prasad. It's very spicy.
Which one time you had mentioned about couple munis, bhakti in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So, bhakti in the mode of passion seems like will be appropriate.
So, in that way, anything offered to Krishna, you will categorize it as transcendental only. Even though it is like high spicy, burnt, anything is there. How will you segregate that?
No, that's what he said. So, Abraham Gopal Prabhu said, it is prasad, it is bhakti, but in the mode of passion, he said.
But that prasad is in mode of...
But it is not pure bhakti, he's telling. It is bhakti.
How it is transcendent?
How
it is transcendent? If we make always spicy prasad, burnt prasad, like people like barbecue type, completely burnt, which is normally in
that's what he said. Bhakti is in the third chapter Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavatam.
Sorry, Bhagavatam, third canto. Bhakti in mode of passion, bhakti in the mode of ignorance, bhakti in the mode of goodness. So, it is bhakti, no doubt. It's not pure bhakti, it's mixed bhakti.
Prabhuji, we should not offer spicy food to Lord.
We should not offer spicy food to the Lord. Amma, you can offer enough spicy that Lord can enjoy. Not that you should not make Krishna get tears in his eyes while eating, So, again, let me answer. It's bhakti, but it's not pure bhakti. What is the motive, Motive also, not only motive, Okay, this is the thing. It's bhakti, no doubt. But bhakti is not pure bhakti. It's too much passion, Nice answer he gave. True.
Prabhuji, one more thing, like it's not necessarily just the item which here, like somebody asked whether we can offer or not. It also depends on the intention of the person who's offering, right? I mean, if we are offering because we like to eat that kind of a food and that is why we are offering, then that may not be pure bhakti, even though it is bhakti. So that consciousness of the in which food is prepared and offered also matters in terms of purity.
Definitely. What are the motives? If it is, Anyavilashita Sunyam, if it is only you don't have any other desire other than pleasing Krishna, your desire is to totally please Krishna. But you don't have good ability to cook. But you cooked, whatever came out, came out. So if Krishna sees your sincere intent and Krishna eats, it's transcendental for sure.
In spicy level also there are level, Andhra spicy level, Brajavasi spicy levels are different, and
No, actually this is the thing. If you are, I mean, we are going deeper levels beyond needed, but if your motive is, what is that? Motives are pure. Ability is not there. What can we do? Krishna will understand. He'll eat it. Okay. Now, very important. Any sacrifice performed without regard for directions of scripture, without distribution of prasadam, without chanting of the Vedic hymns and remuneration to priests, without faith is considered to be in mode of ignorance. This is a tapasya. For example, you invited priests to perform some fire sacrifice, ISKCON devotees. There is no prasad. You didn't give him any remuneration. मुफ्त में कराया आपने. You made them just to perform the yajna. You're not giving any money. Then that type of sacrifice is called by considered mode of ignorance, tamoguna. It's very important. What is the moral? If any festival in your home, there should be some food offered to Krishna. And if you invite Brahmana, some priest, you should give him little money. And there should be glorification of Krishna in the form of kirtan, katha. Then give everyone prasad. Then only it is proper. Now it's very important. Austerity to the body, mind. What is the austerity to the body? So can somebody read it? Ansh, you can read if he's there.
Austerity of the body consists in worship of the Supreme Lord. The Brahmanas, the spiritual master, and the superiors, like the father and mother, and in the cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence.
Very nice. Very important. Actually, no, this is all we can directly apply in our life. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen. It's not a Bhakti Shastri course now, it is our application. First thing, why people are very dissatisfied nowadays? Body, mind is not in line. They are not synchronized properly. If there is no balance between body and mind, if they are not properly controlled, if you're disturbed within, definitely you'll give disturbance to outsiders. Body and mind should be aligned. Body and mind should be balanced. So how to balance your body? How many of you are listening? Please listen. First thing is because to do bhakti, these are very important. To make progress in bhakti, to do nice chanting, what is very important? Asana siddhi. Bring body in control. Bring discipline to the body. How do you bring discipline to the body? Very important. Worship Krishna. Worship Brahmins. Worship Guru. And worship seniors, especially parents. And practice cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. Means what? Keep your surroundings clean. Simple means in and out same. What is that? In and out same. You say one thing, you mean something. That is called cheating actually. Saralata hi Vaishnavism hai. So saralata, simplicity is the that is Vaishnavism, bhakti. And celibacy. Celibacy means if you are married, I should stick to the only one wife or one husband. If you are a celibate monk, total celibacy. If you are married, accept your wife, accept your spouse, everyone is your brother, your father or mother. For a monk, everyone is father and mother. Father and mother. Right? Non-violence will come today. We'll see 18th chapter, I think. Anudvega karam vakyam. We should not speak in an agitating way to others. Anudvega, udvega, able, unable, udvega, anudvega. So there is a proof that Indo-European languages are derived from Sanskrit. Able, unable. This their number in English. Where is it coming from? Udvega, anudvega. So when you add un to it, it will become negative. So non-violence means, you may be ISKCON devotees or non-veg, ISKCON devotees are vegetarians. They eat only prasad, but if you are giving left and right to devotees, then what is use? You're agitating devotees. Then you are not doing tapasya, you're not doing tapasya properly. Now the next one. How many of you?
Prabhuji, I'm sorry, I have a question. It says here to worship your parents. Do you worship your parents even if they are atheistic and have demonic qualities, mostly demoniac?
Nice question. Thank you. We should be grateful to the parents. We don't follow what they do, but if they are demoniac, we should try to make them Krishna conscious. We should try to bring them to Krishna consciousness. Prahlad did that. He tried to bring Hiranyakasipu to Krishna consciousness. When he never lost respect for his father. And when Narasimha Swami came, he asked for the deliverance of his father. Wow. But one thing he said, my Lord, when scorpions, snakes are killed, saintly persons feel enjoyment. My father like a snake. Don't worry. End of the day, I'm his son. So you may be thinking, I am upset. No, I'm not upset. My father is like a thorn in the neck of this world. He's like a scorpion or a snake. I'm very happy. And sarpaka vrishchika sarpahatya. This verse is there in Bhagavatam. So we do not approve what parents do, but they give you birth. If they are not there, you are not there. So we should be grateful to the parents, for sure. We should try to, what is the best way to express our love? Make them Krishna conscious. As much as possible. But if I eat, if I go back, if I change my ways, if I start following meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, they will change. That is wrong. We apply compassion to the whole world. Why not we apply to the parents? Give them Krishna. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna. So, first to bring the body in control. How do we bring the body in control? Worship Krishna. Worship Brahmins. Worship spiritual master. Worship superiors like parents. Keep your environment clean. Be simple. And practice the celibacy. Celibacy means if you're one with one wife, one husband, stick to them. Only don't look outside. But if you're full, you're a monk, everyone is your mother. Non-violence. Non-violence means you should practice it.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I have one question related to this. Can I ask now? Or should I ask in the end?
Go ahead. Ask. Haribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, sorry, I was mute. Prabhuji, it just thought it came into my mind right now when you were teaching this that in Bhagavatam, Bhagwan Rishabh, he gives teaching to his son. Then there is the shlok where he explained that we should not accept guru, mother, father, wife, husband, someone like that who is taking away from Krishna. So how we can um,
I
see this?
didn't. 1 minute, wait. Can you repeat, Amma? I just missed it again. Please repeat.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, so this is regarding to Rishabh Bhagwan, his teaching to his son. So in one shlok, he said, right, we should not accept mother, father, and a guru, a spiritual guru who is taking us away from Krishna. So how we should deal with this kind of stuff? Because there are so many parents, they don't want kids to be in Krishna consciousness and they don't like to be. So that is my question, Prabhu.
First of all, Amma, you have to, when you quote Rishabdev, you have to quote nicely.
Okay, Prabhu.
So Rishabdev says,
Yeah.
one should not become guru or father or mother if they don't have ability to deliver their dependence. Means one should not become husband if he cannot deliver his wife. One should not become father or mother if they cannot deliver their children from cycle of birth and death. One should not become a guru if they cannot deliver a disabled from cycle of birth. And that is the right. That's what Rishabdev says. You know?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So now your question is what for me?
Prabhuji, so how we should deal with this parents, because there are a lot of parents, they don't want kids to be in Krishna consciousness. There are a lot of husbands, they don't want their wife to be. There are a lot of my friends which are who are struggling in a lot of difficulties like that.
So what is your question? Question is how do we
deal with this, with the parents who don't want us to be in Krishna consciousness?
I already told them with the Celia Mataji, I said, my parents came, you came through parents. So they gave you birth. So somehow you came to Krishna consciousness, but they are telling you not to become Krishna conscious. But still, by Krishna's grace, Guru's grace, Srila Prabhupada's grace, you became Krishna conscious. You've taken up Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What you have to do, you go back to them and preach to them. आप गलत कर रहे, you're falling, you're doing wrong things. Please, your time is running out. You take up Krishna consciousness, preach to them. But you should not reject them because they are your parents. Because without parents, we are not there, right? So we should not develop hatredness towards them. And not that they are our parents. So Prahlad Maharaj asked for the deliverance of his father from Narsingadev. In fact, Hiranyakasipu is the one who is troubling Prahlad. To the extent he want to kill Prahlad also, but still Prahlad is asking, my lord, please do something to my father. Wow. So we don't approve, we don't follow our parents' ways, if they are breaking regulated principles and all, we don't follow their materialistic ways very clearly. But at the same time, if possible, we try to bring them to Krishna consciousness. Clear?
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
It is true with friends also. If you are strict, it is true with husbands also. Husband is a little tricky, husband or wife. You give something to take something. So if they see you are becoming better, they will change. It takes time. Otherwise, sometimes people, one spouse will become Krishna conscious and they will use philosophy to defeat other person. But other person will never come to Krishna consciousness because of their behavior. We should have an exemplary behavior. By seeing us only, they should change. Example is better than precept, there is a saying. Rather than giving long classes, good behavior. Oh, this person is very good. Means whatever he is doing is very good.
Okay, Prabhuji.
But just to change them, you should not, okay, they're drinking, let me go and drink so that they'll become Krishna conscious. That is wrong. Or they're eating meat. If I change my ways, then they'll become Krishna conscious. No, definitely not.
Okay, Prabhu.
I have to be very strict. But patiently wait for them, pray for them, give them prasad.
Yeah. Sometimes, Prabhuji, there is also, husbands are forcing wife, not to do it and follow whatever they are doing. If they are eating meat, they are forcing them to, you should follow the same thing because this is our family ritual, something like that, Prabhuji. So sometimes it's really hard for, Matajis.
Honestly speaking, I know I can understand. Amma, let me tell you, no matter what, relationship should not be broken.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mandodari never approved Ravana's behavior.
Yeah.
Mandodari never left Ravana.
Yes.
It's an extreme example, no doubt. So what can we do? Sad.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not the problem of today, it's a problem of Treta Yuga also. And Mandodari, that's why Lord Ram revealed Krishna form to, revealed his divinity to Mandodari actually.
Okay, Prabhu.
Why?
But
She never approved. She never approved his ways, but she never divorced him.
Yeah.
But Vibhishan broke his relationship with brother.
So what is the moral? So you are telling don't follow Mandodari way. Prabhuji, Mandodari relationship with Vibhishan with Ravana is different. Vibhishan relation with Ravana. He's asking husbands are like that. If your brother's relationship is like that, you can reject your brother. The problem is the marriage,
Yes, Prabhuji.
that is different. That's what I'm speaking.
But thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you so much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Any other question or comment? Okay, so we'll go. Actually, no. Then we'll go to the very important verse. We spoke about austerity, and now we'll speak about austerity. Sir, austerity of the body we spoke. The next one. These are all important verses we can apply in our lives. This is not Bhakti Shastri for writing exam and get the certificate. This is our daily life. This is our life. And if we can change, Bhagavad Gita wants, it's a manual. Bhagavad Gita brings change in our life. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam prihitam chet swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vanmayam tapmuchyate. Now you have disciplined your body. How to discipline your speech? Actually, our suffering is because of, most of the time, because of the speech actually. You just say one line and you pay heavy price. So, somebody raised the hand. Anyway, that's fine. What is the austerity of the body is? Means austerity of the body means what? Body will not listen, but you have to follow. What are the things you should follow? Cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, non-violence, and worshipping the elders and worshipping Krishna. Body is telling no, but you should do it. Now, what is the austerity of speech? Speak like in a way, it is not hurting others. It's not agitating others. Satyam, speak truth as much as possible. Priyam, pleasing. Hitam, beneficial. Swadhyaya abhyasanam, read Bhagavad Gita regularly, every day. Shastra. Reading with an intent to apply. Sravanam Mananam Nididhyasanam. Listen or read with an intent to Mananam. Okay, Krishna is telling this, I should apply it. Nididhyasana, I will definitely apply. I want to make my life better. I want to go back to Godhead, Great. So, we should not speak agitating words. We should always speak truth as much as possible, and we should speak for the benefit of others and read Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Yes, Veena Mataji.
Prabhuji, I have a question. Satyam, if you talk Satyam, always it hurts, right? Prabhu, it's not always pleasing.
No, you have to speak in such a way it doesn't hurt. That hurting is actually hurting of the mind. That is very good to them. If you speak truth, eventually they will understand. Doctor tells, for example, patient comes to the hospital. No, doctor, I am feeling pain in the legs. No, your hands are very good. Your fingers are very good. What about hand? No, I'm a devotee. No, I don't want to hurt you. I want to know whether fracture is there or not. No, 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 no. To tell you the truth, there is a fracture, but I can't speak to you. That is wrong, right? Tell the truth. You have fracture. It is hurting that person, but you're helping that person heal also. So he'll agree to put the cast, and after a few days, 5-6 weeks, he'll be all right. Sir, is there any breakage in the leg? Fracture? No, everything is all right. That is nonsense. So, you're understanding? I don't know.
Prabhuji, but not if
Go
not
ahead.
always it's everybody is welcoming like that.
Give me example.
Like even just for regulative principles, just listening to that, they go away and then this is not workable and this is not right. That's what
very wonderful. Thank you. Amma, I agree with you. Nice point. If you say 4 regulative principles, they'll go away, right? But who are asking you to tell 4 regulative principles? You don't need to tell. When they're ready, then you tell. By not telling 4 regulative principles, you're not breaking the truth, principle of truth. Right? So they will understand as long as you give them good association.
Prabhuji, can we also say like that is the reason Krishna uses austerity of speech, because it's not something which will necessarily be straightforward, just putting out facts that, oh, I'm saying Satya. You have to learn the talent of
Exactly. Actually,
austerity to
honestly
convey in
speaking,
a way that it will actually be pleasing as well as its truth, and that can help. That's the austerity for the speaker.
Actually, this is the thing. Krishna is putting all these things. Satyam Priya Hitam Chayat. Speak only when it's needed. Abraham Gopal made a point. Austerity the speech. So it's a talent. We need to. So that's why I simply said, 4 principles. Don't speak. If they're not on that level they're not ready. Amma, I'll tell you one point. Suddenly, you brought 4 principles. There may be other things people are not ready. The simple thing is don't tell them. Simple thing I'll tell you. Somebody is drinking alcohol. Or, it's drinking alcohol is not good. You tell them, they'll not take it. Don't tell them. By not telling, you're not breaking the truth, right? By not telling.
Prabhuji, they all know Prabhuji, but they just want to make sure. I mean, it's not. I mean, they asked for it first of all,
They
and
ask
then they just want to know what it is about, and Even though that we should not tell initially, probably.
Okay, let me tell you. Honestly speaking, if they know it and they ask, what you have to do, Amma, you need to. We also preach. Not that we don't. You present all the advantages of following them first. So I mean, the tactfulness is needed, actually, honestly speaking. And you don't give public lecture on this one-to-one. I fully agree with you. I mean, definitely, especially some people who are very stubborn in the material world, it may break the relationship also. That's why, honestly speaking, we don't touch. We don't tell. But when they ask, you tell them all the benefits of following it. And you know what? If you ask me, I tell this. You tell all the benefits, and at the end we say, it is up to you to follow or not. You know what we tell? I'll tell you. There are 4 regulative principles. Honestly speaking, we don't even tell 4 regulative principles. They're coming regularly. Then we tell them, actually Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada said, Swamiji Prabhupada emphasized the importance of initiation. So they said, okay, you need guru. They said, Swamiji, what is guru means? What is needed? Chant. Anything you have to give up. So this is where the thing, Prabhupada said, just chant. Because Americans, it has to come from them. 3 months, Prabhupada gave them initiation. Prabhupada did not speak about 4 regulative principles. And they were breaking regulative principles, and Prabhupada was suffering. And 3 months later, Suresh Prabhu says this, Swamiji, we are liking this process so nicely. Apart from chanting, anything we have to do, anything we have to give up? Prabhupada said, are you ready to give it up? Yes, Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada started telling, he knew Americans, if you tell them, they will not take it up. I'm sure the Americans might have thought, why we asked this? But Prabhupada gave them inner strength to follow. So it all depends on how you present intelligently when they're ready. When they are not ready, don't present. Okay, I'll tell you one more thing, Amma. Trust me. We out of the 6 sessions, fundamental sessions of Bhagavad Gita, we removed Krishna as Supreme. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead chapter we removed. That session we removed. We are not telling that. Because people become so hurt, they won't come next week. But as long as you don't tell them Krishna is the only Supreme Personality of Godhead, they will come to your temple for 6 months, 1 year. When they are coming to your temple because they're like prasad, they're like kirtan, people are good here. Then slowly when they hear the other classes, then their heart becomes purified. Then Krishna will give them inner strength to follow. You understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. For example, today yesterday Friday Balram Jayanti. Then we are doing new programs. 6 months later, wow, what is this? Balram Jayanti. Today we saw, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swami. Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But past 6 months they are coming. If we had told the same thing first day, they would not have come. One of they understood. So they're coming. Likewise, when they're ready, we'll tell the regulative principles also slowly. Any other question or comment? So, regularly reading is very important. Regularly Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam.
Prabhuji, I have a question. I've had a conversation with a friend about Krishna consciousness, and we like philosophy, and so we discuss things like karma and birth and death. And she's a Christian, and she told me the other day, she said, I like Krishna consciousness a lot. The only thing I really don't like is that after death, then I may become a pig or a cow or a snake. Whereas in Christianity, I'm guaranteed to go to heaven. So what should I say to such an argument, Prabhuji?
Answer is, who said this? Nice, very, very wonderful point,
Prabhuji, can you repeat the question? Sorry, it
The
got cut.
question is, she said, I like Krishna consciousness very much, but in Christianity, the only thing I don't like in Krishna consciousness is we like we like Krishna consciousness everything very much, but one thing we don't like, you're telling your end of your life based on your behavior of this life, next life you may become a cat or a dog, beast, bird, reptile, pig. But because we don't like that, because in Christianity, end of the life, after human, there is only one human life. If you follow nicely, you'll go to heaven.
And also, Prabhuji, she's very attached to her family, and so when I tell her we don't know where the family members and the friends will go after, because we each are on our own destination, and so she really didn't like that, to not be sure that she was going to see her loved ones after death.
Last line. Can you repeat last line? What loved ones?
Sure, Prabhuji. She did not like that I suggested that perhaps at the end of this life, like our family members, they are with us this lifetime, but after this lifetime, we don't know where they go. If they're not in Krishna consciousness, they may take another body, they may go into heavenly planets, they may go to hell. And she really didn't like that, because in Christianity, what is preached is that your loved ones are in a better place, guaranteed, and they're waiting for you in heaven.
Nice question, Amma. Thank you. There is actually somebody called Mormons. So Mormon, this is Mormon philosophy. Some Catholics have a different philosophy, Methodists have a different philosophy, little difference actually. They have only one honestly speaking, we give them some videos, real videos in America that happened, where this came in Fox News. This Prabhu says, in my previous life I was actually pilot in Second World War, American pilot. Then and then I came back. So nowadays, honestly speaking, in the Old Testament has reincarnation, but the reincarnation New Testament was removed. Because they wanted to spread Krishna consciousness. They want to spread Christianity. So what they did, they removed reincarnation. But the reincarnations are there. Reincarnation texts are there in Old Testament. So, and there are so actually, what is that? 11 or 13% of people in America, that number increased. One day Peter Barwash was mentioning, tennis player. Many people in America accept reincarnation, which is actually against the New Testament of Christianity. So Prabhupada mentioned, for that type of things, you are changing. You are changing. For example, where is that body? Reincarnate means, the word incarnate means changing. We are like a 2-year-old. Where is that baby body? And you're 10-year-old. Where is that the child body? Then you're 15-year, 20-year-old, the youthful body. Where is that body? Honestly speaking, if you bring the pictures of those bodies and you show to anybody, this is me, nobody will believe. Oh, this is you when you were 2-year-old, 5-year-old. Your body is continuously changing. But so changing is a phenomenon. It's a continuous phenomenon. It's happening. Forget about next life. In this life only we are changing. But one day the body becomes unfit to live, then we leave the body and give a different place. Christianity also accepts your spiritual, not the body. So when you go to next thing, the karma, there is no karma concept. Christianity doesn't have 14 chapter Bhagavad Gita, 3 modes of mental nature. That's why so many Christian universities, they study Bhagavad Gita, because Christianity is only a faith. This is the thing, when you deal with other religious people, it's called interfaith. Okay, you bring and read. Will you read from your book? I'll read from my book, and give them prasad. They love prasad. Just give them prasad. And so what they will do, if you are very compassionate to them, I mean, compassion is a big word, respectful to them, and you read them, oh, it is like this in your book. Oh no, in our book it is not like that. It's like the little difference is there. So find out the similarities and differences, and still maintain the relationship. I'm honest with you, over a period of time they'll change. That's what we do. In the what interfaith dialogues are. Understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
So we'll finish with this last one. We spoke about the austerity of the body, austerity of the speech. Very important. This will make our life better. Who will read the 16th one?
Prabhuji, Anshi can read.
Yeah, please.
Gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerities of the mind.
Yes. Satisfaction, simplicity. So one point is common for body and mind. What is that? Simplicity. Satisfaction, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence. They're the austerities of mind. So keep your life simple, ma'am and sir. What is America? Use and throw, use and throw, use and throw. At the end, you will throw the relationship also and marry with somebody else. You will apply it to the relationship. Because we are so much used to materialism. That's not good. First thing is, when you will read the verse in Sanskrit, that's good. Manaprasad saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samsuddhar ityetat tapo manasamuchyate. So manaprasad saumyatvam, simplicity, satisfaction. Today people are very dissatisfied. And people, my happiness is compared to the positions and possessions. If I have a Tesla, I'll be happy. If I have BMW, I'll be happy. If I have a 7-bedroom, I'll be happy. Sir, ma'am, happiness is not a product. Happiness is state of consciousness. Every university has a motto. Like us, what is the Vedic culture motto? Simple living and high thinking. Simple living and high thinking. Today, high living and no thinking. Simplicity. Recently I was hearing, we don't throw anything. You're wearing shirt and pant for so many days. Then one day the shirt, there is small, what is that? It is torn. A full pant, your pant is torn, you'll make into the half shorts and you'll wear in the night. It is further gone, then you'll use it to mop the room as a mopping cloth. I've seen big ISKCON gurus. Same clothes they wear after 10-15 years also. Amazing. Simplicity. Not use and throw, What is the goal of life? Simplicity means, simple living, high thinking means, you utilize your thinking to go back to Godhead. Utilize your thinking to purify your existence. Attain the love of God. Attain Krishna Prema. Try to see Krishna in everyone's heart, which is difficult to see in the beginning. You should try to practice that. Satisfaction. There is nothing wrong working very hard to elevate yourself financially, but you should be satisfied within. I'm happy for what I'm doing. I'm happy being an engineer, being a doctor, being a professor, whatever. Be satisfied with what you are. Then, you want to elevate yourself. If your position demands, there is nothing wrong elevating yourself financially. But know very well, know for sure, by acquiring positions and possessions will not bring happiness. Happiness is a state of consciousness. It's not a product available in Walmart or a product available in jewelry shop. Yesterday night I was in airport. One lady was actually showing, if you wear this, you'll be very happy. this lady's eyes lit up by wearing jewelry, and I sent an advertisement. Your lifelong friend, this necklace. So some people consider dog as the lifelong friend, but the jewelry shop is telling, who is your lifelong friend? This necklace. Finally, we are, the society is so degraded. We are going for, lifeless things as lifelong friends. Hare Krishna. So satisfaction, as I train your mindset to be satisfied. For that, I'll tell you, you should not compare. If you compare, you will not be satisfied. Because you'll see mind shows somebody who is better than you, than Rajaguna, you know, then you'll compare them and you'll be dissatisfied. If if your comparison is inspiring you to do better service without being envious, you can compare. But usually it doesn't happen. You're listening, guys? You're listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. So somebody's, anyway, that's a point, somebody texted, a very nice point. Yeah, in the Bible, Jesus Christ says this: I have yet many things to say unto you, but you cannot bear them now. Who texted this? Very nice.
Prabhuji, Abhiram Gopal Das.
Very nice. Actually, in the book of John, Jesus Christ says, I have so many things to tell you, but you are not ready yet. So, but 7th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, by knowing this, you don't need to know anything else. So they are not ready. Jesus Christ did not give them. But Abraham Gopal wrote, this is the point. Actually, reincarnation was there in Old Testament. Elijah came as he comes again, Elias or Elijah, actually, he comes again, and the people recognize him actually. So Old Testament supports reincarnation, but in order to accelerate, make more people, in order to make people become serious, they made it one lifetime, not realizing that this will bring, this will bring negative consequences. But in Old Testament, reincarnation was there.
Prabhuji, a quick question to this. I do not know much about Christianity, but what they think, like how the dogs or pigs or horses or lions come, and where will they go after this life?
Prabhuji, let me tell you, Christianity doesn't have answers to so many questions.
Right.
If it is one lifetime, one of our preachers said, you kill your baby,
Yeah.
then they'll go to heavens. Then why Christianity is against abortion? As soon as the baby is born, kill them. They'll go to heavens anyway, if it's only one lifetime. They have not sinned.
So that is the question I would ask, Prabhu. If somebody asks me that Krishna consciousness, you might go to a lower body, and but with Christianity they are assured to go to the heaven or hell. I would ask this question: that how they think that these animals exist and where they go after they die. That's kind of the question. They should, if they understand that, then they can pretty much understand that there is some sort of reincarnation.
True. Actually, one of my friends, he would be Christian, very devout Christian. His sister was a nun, sister is a nun, and mother sister is also nun. And he would ask these questions in the church, and they would say, you should not all these things, because these are, God is a very high topic, and you don't need to ask all this. He asked, if it's only by one life, why somebody is born poor, why somebody is born rich, why somebody is born, beautiful, somebody is born, Not beautiful. So when he asked all these things, they said, no, it's a very high concept. You should not ask these questions. Christian, actually, ISKCON, gurus are all Christians or Jews, actually, So, Abraham Gopal said, Jesus Christ said, actually, let me tell you, Christianity stands on 10 commandments. They're like pillars of Christianity. But Christianity, what is that? Thou shall not kill. That's a basic fundamental, actually, Um, um, Prabhupada said, now they changed it to thou shall not murder. Because, so anyway, there are so many things, but, if you are in an argumentative way presenting them, then people will be fried and they will not come to Krishna. They will not maintain your friendship. So first thing is, give them, that's why it's called dialogue, the interfaith. Okay, you bring your book, you read, we'll read. We tell like this. But if you try to defeat them, you'll win the war, but you lose the battle, they will never come, they'll be so hard, they'll never come to Krishna consciousness. They're very, we don't want them to, honestly speaking, come to Krishna consciousness. But we want them to accept it. So for example, what is that? You can eat meat, you can smoke, you can all do all the nonsense. And actually, I just want to, please don't feel bad, but I heard in one lecture, they come to India with their girlfriends. Means first, what is the first pillar of dharma? Saucham, cleanliness. So you're not married, you're having boyfriends, girlfriends, means what? You're illicit sex. So wine is served, So then second pillar, first pillar of dharma is tapasya, austerity. So when you go for intoxication, the first pillar is broken. Saucham, when you come to, when you go for preaching, you go with your girlfriend or boyfriend without marriage, means what? Second pillar of dharma is broken. Daya, meat eating is allowed. Third pillar of dharma is broken. Satyam, America promotes gambling all over the world. Fourth pillar of dharma is broken. So whatever is dharma, it's broken. Then why not? Kali will support. Naturally. Maya will support. But I know this, but because Jesus Christ is definitely, Prabhupada said, a very important personality, powerful preacher. But how many people today, follow Christianity? Sincere Christianity. For Jesus to celebrate his birth, so many animals have to be killed. Same thing when he raises, that Easter, same thing also. Thanksgiving also, same thing. That type of hypocrisy is there in every religion, including Hinduism also. We don't need to speak ill of others. How many people practice Hinduism sincerely? No. Somebody is telling something, Anyway, will this that's we know how to worship deities and activities involved in that worship. When we say we should when we say we should when we say we should worship parents, senior devotees, elders, what kind of activities you can prescribe in this context? We know how to worship. When you say we should worship parents, senior devotees, and elders, what kind of activities you can prescribe? Okay, nice question. But let me tell you. I don't know who it is. Who is this? Who is this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Sundar Haridas.
Parents, we should be grateful, Prabhu. You came to existence because of them. The best example, preach to them. Give them Krishna. Send them prasad. You know, send them prasad, talk to them, just express your gratitude. In India, we touch their feet regularly, offer obeisances, take care of them. Why not? Okay. Does it answer your question? I think we'll end it here, you know. Somebody said, don't the Christians think that animals don't they think animals have soul? Yeah, they don't think. Actually, no, they think animals don't have soul. Anyway, I will end it here. Thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya patitanam pavanajyo vaishnavyo namo. Ananta Gota Vaishnavi Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Dandavat Hare Krishna.